on 88.5 Kings FM. Truth on the airway, calling on me. To the village is far. We're speaking the truth, no matter who you are. Face the issue, stand up, people. The future is now, no stories of old. We teach our light on Kings FM 88.5, making voices be heard. Every question counts, every single word. Evening light breaking, people tuning in. Different voices calling, let the talk begin. From corruption talk to the people them cry. Asking real questions like why? Community voices, youth them rising strong. Mama them calling, saying things been wrong. We need solution, not every talk. Time to fix the system, time to take a walk. No fear, no favor, we speaking it clear. The truth might be bitter, but the people must hear. From county to county, the message goes spread. Better Liberia, that's the road ahead. Face the issue, no hiding again. Truth on the airwaves, calling us citizens. From Liberia to the villages far, we're speaking the truth, no matter who you are. Face the issue, stand up, people. The future is now, not stories of old. We teach our light on the radio, making voices be heard. Every question counts, every single word. Politicians talk, but the people want proof. No more empty promise, we divine the truth. Every patient on give jobs for the youth. Let the leaders answer, let them show the truth. From the 15 counties, every citizen matter, no one escape. If now we country, we all gotta say, face the issues now, don't delay. Talk your mind, stand your ground. Let the truth come out loud, make it shake the town. Face the issue, no more silence. We bury our rising, we're making it proud. Colin, speak up, your voice matters. This is more than a show. It's a movement.
All government secure all finance of all road network in the country. Sign 100% and 10-year electricity financing. 10 years.
When Liberians are desperate for leadership to deliver, desperate to know the truth, and desperate to know the real issues confronting the country.
They will see this election, you will not lie. Because if you do it, it's the end of the country.
Well, and the government, all the ministers in the government, they lie. They don't put also everything they say, they don't say the truth.
The people of Liberia, if you allow the opposition to win, you will suffer. The Liberians will suffer.
And the facts surrounding those issues, there is only one forum that provides the answers. Face the issue on Kings FM. John Anthony April Godson Williams, commonly known as Teacher Live, from Monday to Friday, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. for the most analytical and most stimulating conversation training for the day.
That's the funny thing about Unity Park. In a football game, if we were playing a tournament, they beat us today, and we dropped out of the tournament. Our focus now is not the tournament again. Unity Party get their opponent, the Liberian people, they lead the Liberian people, then they come back to their teammate that they defeated. Everyone said that they put a crack away. You know, everybody want to say so.
On Face the Issue, we speak out the fact in advocating for the right of Liberia. Face the Issue brings you logic, explain logic, and advance you to discuss with logic. It's Face the Issue. Comes on your airway from Monday to Friday at 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. on Kings FM 88.5. Don't miss it.
We have seen a systematic erosion of democracy. Executive overreach and open disregard for our constitution. Lawlessness in the legislature, with the presidency turning a blind eye, even when the established hall of our democracy go up in flames. Security forces brutalizing peaceful citizens. While millions are being spent on so-called operations that offer no protection to ordinary Liberians. They said we were the problem, but now the Liberian people can see for themselves. The real problem is the unity party that is now in power. The time has come to speak the truth without fear. This government is failing and Liberia is paying the price. For seditions, let us not lose hope. Even the longest night must give way to daylight. Even a stronger storm must pass. We are still standing and we are still strong. We will not give up on Liberia. We will not give up on our people. And we will never give up on CDC. We are the party of the slums and the city. We are the voice of the voiceless. We are the protectors of the poor and the defender of their dreams. From New Town to Peaceville, from Buchanan to Bond Mines, from Sunny Quarter to Southtown, the CDC remains in the hearts of the people. This rally is a clear sign. We are reorganizing, we are preparing, we are coming back. I say to you, we are coming back. But in order to do that, we must build a strong, together we must fortify the one institution that can correct the failure of the Bouaka administration. And that institution is the Mighty Coalition for Democratic Change. This is why I call on all of you today, not just to believe, but to act. Not just to hope, but to build. Let us invest in the movement that has invested in you. Let us pay our due so that the party remains financially and politically prepared. Your dues are more than money. They are a seed of commitment, a pledge of loyalty, and a symbol of hope. I'm so proud to launch this due payment campaign today because it means that you, the grassroots, you, the real owner of this party, are ready to step forward, take charge, and prepare for the future. As your political leader, I promise you this: we will not rest, we will not retreat, we will organize, mobilize, and energize until we reclaim the leadership of Liberia. But let us do it the CDC way, peacefully, lawfully, strategically, and respectfully. Because when our time comes, and it will come, believe me, we must be ready not just to win, but to govern better. We must correct the wrongs, improve the system, and restore the dignity of the Liberian people. So let us unite, let us rise, Let us believe and let us build. And to all our young people, I say, stay focused, stay clean, stay strong. To our women, you are the backbone of this movement. Keep rising. To our elders, your wisdom is still needed. Stay with us. And to our opponent, we see the failure and we are coming to face it. Again, great Nelson Mandela stand in a quote, it always seems impossible until it is done. Unquote. The party is alive, strong and mighty. The revolution shall continue. They believe we will uphold to death. The future is not beyond us. The future is still ahead. And together we will get there. And so I want to close with this advice. Wait well. Liberia and Liberians will call on you again. And therefore, be prepared to win again and lead again. Remember, we are the common people. So let us all unite for the betterment of our country and our people.
And the government need to really invest. The people that you that get the type of structure. They come say, even if you are just be getting you $1 million for the budget year, every year they give you $1 million. You impact.
If I were president of this country, I should God show you his wonder. You're not believing. We told Joshua for what? You're a footballer.
Yeah.
A football developed country. A football be medicine head.
No.
Yeah, we told Ellen Johnson because she's from Harvard University.
Yeah.
What will both do for him? No passion for development. Then Umo Joshua will put the millions men in the whole world.
Yeah.
Yeah. Me.
Connections there, you not get it. Yeah.
No connection.
Yeah. Just say that all kind of things that just happen here. No, he no tea.
When he was 12 years old early. Ellen did not want him to become president. So Ellen did not introduce him to many leaders. Ellen was doing her thing on her own. He had traveled from country to country and kept a man in a garage for 12 years, according to Boyka himself.
Yeah.
That means he was not empowered to meet any leader. When the African leader themselves need support from the West.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
All African leaders need support from the West.
Yeah.
No African leader will help another African leader with money for development.
Yeah.
In the West.
Yeah.
It does not have that contact. The Senate started a trap for Boyka.
Okay.
Because when we have wrote, the Senate did a comprehensive report of their findings and attached the Supreme Court ruling and the amnesty law and everything. And the position statement for those commissioners who decided from Boyka to where. And said the way forward is the Panama House discussion for peace. Then when Boyka come now, he is deceived by coming there, by the Dillon there, Nombi there, and he's now where he's just thinking all kind of way, Boyka, all kind of thing. He want to go after people. Then, the CDC still control the lower house, in the upper house.
Mm-hmm.
So they went, some kind of thing they did, but they did a resolution that passed because of money crossing.
Yeah.
Then they sent it to the Senate.
Mm-hmm.
Then something happened. Wow! All that they almost ran to Yombi house. Then they brought it that Tuesday morning. They didn't tell me they had it for me. Then when I heard what was happening, it was remain 2 persons to sign. That was me, that was Bani, Jim Bani. Now when I went to Kum, I said, what is going on? You were here when we had sent paper, and you were here with our own leadership, and we sent the report with all documents, legal documents, to guide where. Then Boyka benefited from the 2010 decision by the Supreme Court to be involved in the election in 2011 because he was not wrong with Ellen.
You're right.
He benefited.
You're right.
Then after serving Barbara for 12 years now, He's now president now. We finish campaign for that kind of old man, then he want to persecute us. You not going to persecute us? So what is going on with Kun? Then Kun say, well, what I will do for you is to help you with lawyer. Just 5,000, go look for lawyer. So from Kun offered, my own son offered that I win final resolution. I've never seen them why y'all did this. You know what they told me?
No.
Resolution is not a law. So starting the resolution, I mean, we agree. Bring it now. When Baga send a bill, they will not put all the law they put in now and back it.
Oh, okay. That was a smart move.
I said, son, correct move. Yeah, correct move.
I address you today regarding the situation along our border with the Republic of Guinea. As President of the Republic and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Liberia, it is my duty to keep the Liberian people informed and to assure you that the peace and security of our nation remain my top priorities. In recent days, concerns have emerged as a result of development along parts of our shared border in the Salamba area, Foya District, Lufa County. These developments have understandably attracted not only our attention of our citizens living in the border communities, but also being sensitive to the opinion of wider Liberian public. I want to assure the Liberian people that our government has been fully engaged and is responsibly managing the situation with calm and determination. From the very outset, the government of Liberia took immediate steps to de-escalate the situation by addressing it through peaceful diplomatic means. We have engaged directly with the government of Guinea to establish diplomatic channels. In addition, we have worked closely with our sister Republic of Sierra Leone within the framework of the Mana River Union to ensure dialogue and cooperation guide our actions. Following these engagements, the leaders of Liberia, Guinea, and Sierra Leone have reaffirmed our collective commitment to peace and stability along our shared borders. Through this understanding, all parties have agreed to work toward restoring the status quo and ensuring that our border communities continue to live in peace and uphold mutual respect and trust. I am encouraged that the government of Guinea has issued instruction for its forces to return to their previous positions along the border. This is an important step toward de-escalation and demonstrate a shared recognition that peace and stability must always guide our action. At the same time, our security institutions, including the Armed Forces of Liberia, the Liberian National Police, and other joint security agencies, remain vigilant and professional in carrying out their duties. They are working closely with the local authorities and communities to maintain calm while diplomatic efforts continue. I also wish to express my appreciation to the regional and international partners who have reached out in recent days to encourage restraint and peaceful engagement. Friends of Liberia across Africa and around the world, including leaders within the Economic Community of West African States, the AU, and other international partners have conveyed their support for a peaceful resolution of the situation. Their messages of encouragement and solidarity reaffirm Liberia's standing in the community of nations and strengthen our collective resolve to pursue diplomacy and dialogue. Let me be clear to every Liberian. Our pursuit of peaceful resolution is not a sign of weakness, but rather a demonstration of strength. It is easy to fight, break down, and destroy. As our own journey has taught us, it is more difficult to recover and build. That is why the government is exploring every available avenue to resolve this matter peacefully. We will continue to rely on diplomacy, dialogue, and the mechanisms of regional cooperation to ensure that this issue is addressed responsibly and without conflict. Liberia has always been a nation that stands firmly for peace. Throughout our history, we have maintained cordial relations with our neighbors and have consistently chosen cooperation over confrontation. People of our three borders countries share deep cultural, family, and economic ties that must always be preserved. Liberia has not only maintained peace within its own border, but has also played a significant role in helping to bring peace to other nations. From our contribution to the Regional Peace Initiative to our active participation in international peacekeeping missions, Liberia has demonstrated that our country believes strongly in peaceful resolution to disputes. Today, as we
Okay, let me say hats up to all of you wherever you are. It's great joining us right here tonight on this very tide, and we are grateful to the Almighty God that we are right here beaming with life and that of good health. And no matter what the circumstances are, we are certainly getting there. But remember, with God, all things are possible. Let me say, what a wonderful way to welcome you to the program Face the Issues. On the program Face the Issues, we don't discuss personalities, nope, but issues involving personalities. And when personalities do their thing in front of those issues, we don't in any way hesitate, but rather we tear you apart. And normally and usually because of the pain that we attend tearing you apart, we just tell you sorry. That sorry carries no indication that indeed we regret our actions, for indeed we don't. And so we are grateful again that we are here together, doing what we can for our country, and we'll always do. We'll always do what we can for our country. I want to say thanks to all of you for the level of support that you've given us over the periods, and we are certainly getting there. We are in Liberia, and we are very excited that at least our country so far, yeah, relatively we can say yes, we have quietude. Yeah, relatively we can say we have some quietude, level of quietude that indeed we enjoy at the moment. We can say peace because people are operating on a fear. So people are just quiet. Being quiet doesn't mean you are peaceful. Some people can be quiet on a fear, right? So in this country, we are just quiet. There are people who are quiet. It's not that they enjoying peace. No. Quietude does not in any way indicate that there is peace of mind. When people choose not to talk, it doesn't mean they have peace of mind. Peace comes from freedom. Evolutions. Those are the kind of things that you can look at and say, oh yes, for the peace of mind. So the mind is not peaceful. We're not enjoying peace because we are operating under stress. We are operating under duress. We are operating under fear. So as a result, people are not talking. So you can say the country is peaceful. No. The country is not peaceful. If you can freely express yourself and nothing happens, then that's peace. How do you know peace? There is peace. It's the free expression, freedom of movement, freedom of association. All the freedoms and activities contained in the Bill of Rights. In chapter 3 of the Liberian Constitution, Article 21, coming down. All of those are what I indicate there is peace in the country. If you can enjoy the entire Bill of Rights, then of course, there is peace. But when the Bill of Rights are being trampled on as per the Liberian Constitution, then you can't say the country is peaceful. No. People are operating in fear. The country is not peaceful. The country is conflict town-bound. People are angry. People are getting at each other. People are going against each other. And you see people not exercising. There's some of them exercising it silently. They are carrying out these actions. And that's how life is. So we are just quiet. So Liberians are experiencing quietude. So we just quiet. It doesn't mean we are feeling peace or enjoying peace. No, we are not enjoying peace. We're just quiet. So the country is quiet. So you hear people say, oh yeah, nobody is saying anything. Things are happening. How will something bad be happening? I'm not talking and you say I'm peaceful. And the only reason I'm not talking now because I choose not to talk. I'm talking because I don't want anything to happen to me when I talk. At least if I choose not to talk, then of course it's at me. It's on me. At that point, you can safely say that yes, AB is very peaceful, with peace of mind. He decided. But AB has to talk, but he's not talking. And if he had talked, nothing was going to happen, but yet he chooses not to talk. So you see, that's how life is. And so we are very grateful to the Almighty God that we are here. Again, you want to see it being biblical. You want to see it being biblical. You want to look at it from a biblical perspective. So I was just telling somebody today, I said, owing to all those things that are happening in the country as we speak, it is just God. Because when troubles are ahead of you, when huge battles are ahead to be fought, you remain calm. You remain very, very calm. At that point, you give up the fight to God Almighty to deal with it. That's what you do. So I was just browsing through and I got to know something about Exodus 14:14. Have you read that passage? Have you read a verse? Exodus 14:14, just the verse. Have you read it? Do you know what it means? Do you know who was speaking to whom? And what was the situation they were confronted with when that was being said? Exodus 14:14. It was somebody speaking to a certain group of people that the person was leading. And the people were confronted with a situation that was unimaginable. A miraculous performance situation that they were confronted with. He had to tell them that based on what he knew that God could do. Exodus 14:14. So ask yourself, so now you read these things, read them with comprehension. Ask God to help you to read it with comprehension. Right? So Exodus 14:14 is what's going on in this country now. Exodus 14:14. And you also saw in the Bible, there were several areas as well where God just told people to just go and sing. They should only blow their horn, their trumpets, and everything, the battle will be won. How do you blow trumpet and people run away? God was sending Jonah. He told Jonah the only thing you needed to do. The
The only thing he told Jonah to do is make appearance. Like, oh, I'm the one that's going to fight that battle. Right? Jonah was running away, right? Yeah. But all God wanted Jonah to do was to just make appearance. Because he has already preached. He has already defeated all of those people. He has already won it. So he's saying that. So Exodus 14:14 is what's going on, especially in our country now as we speak. If you take a look around you, all the things that happen in this country, self-destructive events that are unfolding, they're destroying themselves. It is not. It is not members of the opposition that are orchestrating anything. It is not the members of the opposition that are doing anything. It is not the member of the opposition that are planting anything. It is not the member of the opposition. All these things happening on Joseph Boakai, they are happening at Joseph Boakai and his people's own doing. Right? So all these things that are happening, they are happening at Joseph Boakai and his people's own doings. So that is how I got to understand it. And I said, look, people may say, oh, yes, the opposition is not fighting. They are not doing this and that. Not every battle you fight or you win with fighting. Sometimes you just stay calm and God does the battle. So Moses is leading the children of Israel. And they are confronted with the Red Sea. When they look back, they see Pharaoh and his men chasing after them to take them back to slavery. Very tough, very challenging. And could you imagine what would have happened if they captured them? They were going to beat them up, kill some of them, and drag some of them back to those places of work, because they were now leaving the people's work and they thought that they were now free. Moses looked at them as a leader. He said to them, he said, your God, you listen, your God shall fight for you. Because the people coming from the back, they are coming huge in numbers. They are coming to fight. They are coming to destroy these people. These people never had anything absolutely to fight by with. Nothing. So Moses looked at them and he said to them, your God will fight for you. Just all you need to do is remain calm. Please be calm. Your God will fight for you. Be calm. Your God will fight for you. And those are some of the things that people may not. There are other versions you will see. Yeah. And people may not understand it. Different versions you will see. But Exodus 14:14 tells you squarely that these people are confronted with a situation, and they said the Lord your God will fight for you. You need only to be still. Don't move, don't shake, don't do anything. Remain still. Your God, the Lord your God, will fight for you. It is from New International Version. There are several other versions that you may follow, but this one I'm interested in it because it speaks it clearly. It says it clearly as it is. He said, the Lord your God will fight for you. You need only to be still. Simple. That's all you need to do. Be still. The Lord your God will fight for you. So what I'm seeing Liberia into now is Liberians are still as God continues to fight for them. These people will fight among themselves before your own eyes. God will make them to throw stones at each other in this country. They will fight each other in this country. They will disgrace each other in this country. Eh? They will go at loggerhead. Why you are still calm? You are still. No, just be still. Eh? Just be still. For the Lord your God will fight for you, because we are at the what? Red Sea. And I want to see this government bouncing back anytime soon. We're in the third year. The third quarter of the third year. This is where we are. Because June, July, August are the third quarter. September, October, November, December, all of those ones. So you see where we are? July, August, September, October, November, December. From June to July, 1. July to August, 2. August to September, 3. 3 months. So 3 months is a quarter. Right? Yeah. 3 months is a quarter. So we are in the third quarter of the third year. And then we are where we are. And a lot of things are happening, and it's just confusing. You want to think that it is not God? You really think that it is not God? The Lord your God will fight for you. All you need to do is to remain calm. Be still. Take a look at you. People say the CDC does that. CDC not powerful. CDC, yeah, CDC not powerful than the Unity Party. But the worst thing happening to the Unity Party did what it did. It was not as worse. They manufacture it. They use their human form to fight CDC. Whatever was the result of their fight is not as deadly as what God is doing today. Let's do comparison. Do comparison. Whatever is happening to them today is not as deadly. They are only manufacture it, they made it to happen. The Swedish USA gone. The Swedish embassy closed. EU ambassador condemned. Drug. Plenty of things happening. These are things, no, when God is ready to fight for you, you get better and sweet victory. You get sweet revenge. Better than you taking matters into your own hands. What they did and created by themselves against the CDC, the resultant is not as deadly as what is happening as a result of God's intervention. God's fighting the battle, exposing them, telling them that indeed I am not with you. That is how God shows to the world. That is how God shows, because sometimes it is, you want to be careful how you look at people, right? So they said, by their fruit we shall know them. So it is the fruit of the Unity Party we are looking at now. So the fruit of the Unity Party does not tell us that indeed God is with them. Because when God blesses you, it doesn't matter how men see it, right? Men may see it any kind of way they want to see it. But the fruit of it is how you are flourishing in what you are doing. Men will say, oh, it be rule, it be this, that, but is God really with this guy? You look at Joshua, you call him all sort of names, that he does that here and there. But every little thing he put is saying he's successful. That's the fruit. By that fruit, you get to know that he is covered and blessed and graced by God. So by their fruits you shall know them. People say, oh, what they call, don't curse leaders or this, that, here and there. We agreed. We should respect our leaders. We agreed. But no leaders, when they are sent by God, God will show himself through them. God will demonstrate himself through their leadership. God will do that. God will definitely do that. Right? But see, the fruit of it doesn't tell that indeed God brought this man to power. No, you can see it clearly. Look at the number of things that are happening. You think it is a blessed government? No. I may not like Joseph Boakai, but when God ready to destine Joseph Boakai and say he's God's chosen one, no matter how I think, Joseph Boakai will do the best. I will be left with my own thinking, any kind of way I want to think that my business. But God will demonstrate it to Joseph Boakai that I am your God. I say you will be, and I will bless you. I will bless your hand. Anything you touch will flourish. That's why it is. Is it not glaring? The how you get to know how people, God bless them. People who not stealing, they ain't doing nothing, never go, but you just see them, they are shining. Things are just okay with them. And you say, God, ready with the other person for two. It is by the fruit of what you see as a result of them. The blessing that you see is that fruit that you see. You get to know them, that indeed they are backed by God. They are supported by God. All the terrible things that are happening, all the events are unfolding. It tells you, why would Mandela Cooper wake up and go be loving to speaker and then grads? It's look at the kind of funny thing that are happening to all of them. They are just confused other people. This is not shameful thing anyway. Oh, Joe, we are getting ready. You go to Jackie Apiao. You go to the other person here. There are all kinds of things they used to be talking about. Look at the kind of funny thing that they're doing. They're laughing to each other all over the place. That's bad. And it is God's own way of exposing them. We are not going to fight. We are going to do what we can. The most indecent government in this country is the Unity Party. They have no respect for anybody. They have no respect for human dignity, to the extent that they have no respect for former leaders. They insult everybody. They tell anybody anything they want to say because they think that they are in power, and they are in power with their false thoughts of staying in power forever. That's how God destroys people. God will harden your heart. He makes you stubborn. Then you are headed for destruction. For the Unity Party to think within themselves that indeed they are here and the country is for them. That's how God leads you to destruction. That's how God destroys you. He hardens your heart like he did to Pharaoh. When you were ready for Pharaoh, he hardened Pharaoh's heart. God has hardened Joseph Walker and his team's heart until they don't see their fellow human being as being human. They don't see any other person. No. That's how God can lead to destruction. Several of them, they are being destroyed by the day. So, what do we say? All of us, we are here. People may not understand it. Just yesterday, your president's voice was very much a trembling voice. Your president could not address the nation openly for you to see. And he had a kind of trembling voice. Today, people may not understand it. They jump up with the president of the Republic of Liberia. They say he's going for speaking engagement in Ghana. Anytime you see that old man trembling and getting sick or all kinds of way here and there, they can get ready, they jump, they carry, and that's why it is. These things have been happening. It happened proud during the campaign. When they used to be carrying the old man to go to the person that's so propping up, they were propping. That one part Costa said it clearly. They were managing him. Today, in his presidential role, they are still managing him. So you see some of the things we talk about all of the time that you people say that, oh, maybe they're talking they want here and there. Your Joseph Boakai has left the country at this kind of crucial point in time when we're talking about drug-related issues. He has left the country. He's gone, according to him, he's gone on speaking engagement. When the worst is happening here, he's not okay. And people may not be able to understand what's really going on in our country. Your president is not okay. Yesterday, they said, what? The president was going to address the nation through state radio here and there, blah, 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 here and there. Even they couldn't do a little video for him, or even the voice clarity, it would have been very much good. But look at, hi, even Sunday, I don't know whether they did voice or what thing, but one thing I know that they put on the E-Mansion page is a statement that they published. They did not post a voice. I don't know. I tried checking for it. I didn't get it. It was the Spoon Network that brought something up, and we thought to have just listened. Maybe that portion of it, they just put in AI and a version so that his voice could just come up. But Joseph Boakai did not speak by himself with his voice yesterday. No national anthem was played. Unusual things happened yesterday. And today, Joseph Boakai is flown out of the country. I'm saying flown out of the country because he's not well. Yeah. Yesterday, crucial thing like that. They say, oh yeah, you'll be addressing the one state media. Yeah, there's nothing. The whole nation, it was just quiet something. They just did for just 4 minutes. He was done. And that voice, they tried to take his voice and then begin an AI version, and then they just put it out. But this was not Joseph Boakai's natural voice. The voice I played, it was not Joseph Boakai's natural voice. We know Joseph Boakai's natural. Even in his finted stage, we know how Joseph Boakai sounds. The way he sounded, no, that's AI. Joseph Boakai did not. That's why you see they were more interested in just publishing a statement instead. These things happen. We are not crazy people. Anybody can get sick. From day one, we knew that he's sick. So all you just need to be doing to announce that the president is going for a checkup. What a bad thing about you is announcing that the president is going for a checkup, or announcing that the president is going for some medical visit. Even energetic person as I am, I'm able to tell people that I'm not feeling well. I will not come on the show today. What a big thing about it. If I'm not feeling well, I say I'm not feeling well. I will not come on the show today. I can get sick. Issues can affect me. All of us, we are all humans. So what's the big deal about it? Because you have a bunch of lawmakers who are very careless, derelict, and they have decided to ignore their responsibility. That why you having Joseph Boakai flying around under these kind of circumstances. Because today, they have started asking for a bit of health. But how do they ask for a bit of health? When they themselves, they have turned the entire legislature into a rubber-stamped legislature, and it's only Joseph Boakai that always see there. And they think that the legislature is strong. They think Joseph Boakai is powerful. No. That is not strength. That's weakness. Joseph Boakai is not strong. He's weak. If you want to be strong, don't suppress. Don't do anything else. Let the people stay in their own capacity as they are. You stay in your position that you are. Your level things up. Let's see how it works. But you can't have a lawless government, and the lawmakers themselves know that the government is lawless. That even tomorrow, Joseph Boakai able to say, Gafwan, don't pay the lawmakers. They know it. Instead of them using their power to say, Joseph Boakai, we dare you to say they shouldn't pay us. Let's see whether your government will not crumble. Now, how people use strength. But these guys just surrender themselves to Joseph Boakai until they are just, I don't know what their issues are. No respect for themselves. They have no dignity, no pride, nothing. They've lost everything. But yet, they want people out there to respect them as lawmakers. Why? You have no dignity. You have no pride for yourself anymore. Anybody who speaks critical of the government from the national legislature, you are willing to expel them because Joseph Boakai wants that person out of the national legislature. You have people sitting there allowing it to happen. Terrible. And Joseph Boakai is leaving the country under these dark circumstances and going abroad. Terrible for our country. And let me tell you something that you may not know. So, their drug issue is now very much concerning everywhere. The UK government will understand, because remember now, they said the drug was going to UK. Liberia was supplying drug in UK. Liberia was taking drug from Liberia and then sending it to UK. That drug was not coming from Mexico to UK. It was not coming from any other state to UK. Eh? It was not coming from anywhere. It was Liberia, drug coming from Liberia straight to UK. Yeah. Drug coming from Liberia straight to UK. Where they were carrying it? To the United Kingdom. So the United Kingdom is concerned. But you see, they do these things through diplomatic means. So, since America is their ally, and Liberia is America's ally, and of course a colony, or whatever it is, they were not colonized, whatever it is. But they decided to ask the United States government, which has instructed its local embassy, because they know the government has been derelict, the government has been careless on this whole drug thing. You said you capture drug. The American people tell you thank you for capturing it. But investigation, you're not doing anything about it. The people when they tell you thank you, they say, okay, thank you for doing the job, for tracking it. At least we now know that the drug is here. We now know that the drug is here. But we are not going to sit back. Because our allies, they gave us first preference. They gave us the respect. And say Liberia, that your country, America. And Liberia is a country under your watch, under your control. That country was about to take drugs from Liberia and send it straight to London to us. For us, we don't want to investigate it, but we trust your intelligence and whatever it is. Please go and carry out the investigation, because what we understand down there, the local authorities are not interested in investigating this matter. So please, we are asking you to do the needful. So, the USA being the USA, and they had been helping and working with the intelligence community of Liberia, and even the 100 million drug owner George Weah, they had to help the government and alerted the government that this drug is coming XYZ, and that they and the government work together to capture the drug. On this one, they too had intelligence, but they sat back to allow what will happen. And when that was discovered, because huge consignment had already left the country. So there is not a press as to where it went. They want to now investigate everything, where those drugs went. Because there are previous drugs that left this country. So Liberia have been exporting drugs to sophisticated countries. Liberia had now been used as a country where drug will come from, because they don't expect drug from here. So UK opened up to Liberia, America opens up to Liberia. Now, under these circumstances, the people are not going to joke with us. The UK is not taking this thing lightly. So they use their local embassies here to talk with the local embassy. So they are going to coordinate with the local embassy. So the UK embassy, the American embassy, they are working together, knowing that the government does not want to look in this matter as fast as possible and convincingly for people to know what's unfolding. No arrests have been made. They have not told us that whoever carried out the consignor had either left the country or is under arrest. All those they arrested are people who have no ties to it. They have told them to go home. The Americans are on top of all of that. So what they did, early this morning, they visited them at the Liberia National Police Headquarters. And they called the Justice Minister, called the NSA boss, called everyone else. They locked them indoors to find out what is happening with this thing yet, that we haven't heard anything yet. Because we see you having press conference on this side. Justice Minister said they can't say anything. They're investigating. They got ready. They went to RRA, but of course, noise inside. You know who they went for now? They know the RRA thing of Vla. So, because we caused noise inside, they have decided to go to court now to go for GLS NAS. GLS, I don't know GLS or whatever they are NAS there, because NAS are two companies. So maybe like the GLS component, like they said they subpoenaed them for them to give CCTV camera here and there. But those people are operating all the camera then are planted down there, XYZ. Now the people say put it there that the airport authority put a camera in there to monitor the people's activities. But again, because we talk about private entities, the only one they can fight out against, they went for the private entity now. You see, when we're talking here, we make a lot of sense. The people out there know that indeed we make a lot of sense. They hear us. They know exactly who we are and what we are capable of doing and how sound we are in our statements. We said to you last night that the airport authority, right, for them to call on them to subpoena them, for them to bring XYZ, no, government can't subpoena government entity. Don't think that security center can just walk there. Except the GLS NAS get their own private stuff, and people are suspecting that the GLS NAS, at that point, they can't incriminate themselves. They can't produce evidence against themselves. So maybe they're holding back something, but it's a lie. I believe that every camera footage down there, that what they call it was planted by the Roberts International Airport. They're just using GLS NAS to cover up because we have said something that we think was very strange in criminal prosecution. It was very strange in law. We highlighted that. So now I saw again, they had to say that GLS now they went to now. They're not talking about airport again. That one part of their business. Any kind of way, but I'm telling you that the people are concerned. They locked them up today. I don't know when they left that place. Everyone in the building and whatever it is, they may be getting their own news here and there, but there are people in the building who all are sad. For why they are sad, I don't know. Today again, we heard another information that indeed the DEA boss wants to resign. The DEA boss comes from the police. The deputy, one of them come from NSA, and I think my man comes also from the police. The police RG, we are understanding that he played a key role in getting some of these people to these places through the sons of Joseph Boakai, through those recommendations. Because when Yomli and Didon fought hard for Greg, now Greg decided to build stronger ties with Joseph Boakai children. So send Biago then, maybe Boago had interest in becoming RG or so forth. I'm getting all of these intelligence supposed to have been RG or so forth, but they give it to Greg and it is it. So Greg believed that the best thing that we can do, we can coordinate from there. Greg is the same person that sent security director to the city police. So he the same policeman, he sent people everywhere. So they took the investigation to the police. Why? Why did they go to the police headquarters to take the investigation there relating to drug and not the DEA office? Why is said a joint security operation that is said a joint security, and the joint security is converging at the Liberia National Police headquarters and not the LDA or maybe the Ministry of Justice? Something is smelling around the Liberia National Police. Everybody went there. I'm understanding from some people that they said Greg was not around today. I don't know whether he was there or whatever it is, but it is at the police headquarters. Too many things are coming up. So the deputy chief investigator at the Liberia, let me say the U.S. Embassy, as earlier this morning, the entire team was at the Liberia National Police headquarters. They called these people up and tell them, say, we are ready to start up our investigation. Somebody said Greg travel, he's not here. I don't know why. Going where? I don't know. And I don't see whether his name among delegation members of the president as he traveled to Ghana. I don't know it. I don't just know. But things are serious in this country. Already we are hearing, if it is true that Biago want to, resign because he thinks that XYZ is possible. Because the way the investigation going, you can sense something fishy. So the British government is not taking it lightly. And so they have asked their American counterparts to now, since they are locally based here and they have more jurisdiction and close ties with Liberia, let them be able to investigate, and they want to hear something from them because drugs was coming from Liberia to go to UK. Amen. Liberia, drug coming from Liberia to UK. Look at the kind of ways that it's packaged from Liberia to UK. Not any other country. From Liberia to UK. What's happening? How did we get here? From Liberia to UK? So the UK government is concerned. Who is it going to? Who's the contact person that they have there? Who's the Umar Ali? And in what way have they been communicating with the Umar Ali? The name itself sounds like a terrorist. We want to know. So if Liberia can start supporting or transporting or having relationship with drug traffickers, and then they know that key members of the Liberian government are, then of course, it amounts to facilitating terrorism. Because for the government to undermine another country's fight against drug by infiltrating that country with drug, it's a big issue on Liberia. You don't know? Do you know how many people, the DA officers, in fact, look, kudos to the guys who are at the airport, because the part of the matter is these people are not going to take these names lightly. They're going to put them on a red. Look, it's going to be red. Anybody that is caught, the people will see you as somebody who is able to facilitate and aid terrorists to enter into the UK. That's how they will see you. So Biago they know about it, and they say, for us, we're not going to compromise anything, because this thing is involved now. When you hear the government say they think that international something, when you hear them saying it, I know. When they say they think that international something, we got to take our time to investigate that. The international implication there for Liberia to take drugs, not cocaine. I don't say any other drug, but cocaine that comes from Mexico that we have noted it for. That we know that when we talk about cocaine, that Mexico, then we're discussing. For drug to come from there, come to Liberia. Then Liberia is using it to send it to London, UK. Can you imagine? And that is possible. And Liberia had done it. And it got to other countries. Then the people are not happy with us. Bouaka is deeply worried. Here, officials are worried. Don't mind it in that on here. So there is a big crime for Liberia to be used as a country to take drug from, to send it to, hey man, gosh, these people, let me tell you how people don't take these things lightly. You think the UK taking it lightly? They don't. They are not. Why would Liberia be brave? And to the extent that if they find out that it is key government officials, any one of them that's caught up in it, is worse for the government. I don't care what kind of action Joseph Bouaka takes, it's just a cover up. Because they will now know that Joseph Bouaka and his entire government can be used at any given point in time to infiltrate and facilitate terrorism in any other country that is a target for terrorists. That's how they look at your country now. That's how you want our country to be. In fact, it doesn't just stop there. They will now be looking at Liberian citizens. Liberian citizens living from Liberia and going to the UK by image. Because drug can come from Liberia. So they will tear your stomach and check all inside. And again, what they call it? Any Liberian citizen who lives from Liberia now, and then they know that your route you left from Liberia and going down there, they will know that you are able to carry cocaine. Because they know exactly cocaine was, in fact, cocaine had left from Liberia before it entered in the UK. Then when Anthony coming in the country, they will say, oh, it's coming from other countries. They know. They want it coming from Liberia to those countries. You see how you are damage us? They will say Liberian people can carry drugs. Today, no disrespect to our Nigerian brothers and sisters, but there are certain elements in Nigeria and so forth that make people to think that Nigerians can do drugs. So everybody put them under that suspicion. When you see Nigerians here and there, you see them carrying on raid in countries and things. They look at Nigerians, they are targeting them here and there for people who spell their names. Today, Liberia is going to enter the list of countries that are on a suspicious look when it comes to these kind of terrible things. That we the one now, Liberia. We got to be looking at Abraham Williams, get one trip to go to London, then they get ready. Where it comes from, Liberia? It is a country that the drug was coming from to come to the UK. Oh, Abraham Williams could be a courier. You see how they will be looking at us now? You see what Joseph Bouaka now have reduced the country to? Your was sitting and passing around talking all kinds of things, and you see what our country has been reduced to. That's how the people look at us now. You think the UK were going to joke with it? You're playing funny. People get your days. Could you imagine since that thing happened. Nobody has been arrested or so forth here, and then no arrest made. Nothing, absolutely. Because you know now, people know people in this country when arrest was made, they will finish here. In fact, how am I to know that they wanted to put the drug in front of people and take picture with other family people? People know people in this country when they arrest anybody will know. In fact, your government are quick to take Facebook or whatever it is to be announcing all kinds of things and say we are making significant gains in it. We have already caught the person who are SYZ, and we have already told our British counterparts for them to locate the person who get SYZ. We are talking to our international partners to all that kind of thing, and you're not going to be here. You know the government already, the kind of international thing. The reason they are saying that they are very careful and they want to, because if they go through this investigation and call any of their official or government name, their government officials' name, forget it. Great Britain will not take it lightly. For the government to be a facilitator of drug activities leaving from its country for senior member, and not just ordinary private citizen, not ordinary people doing the senior member of government, no, then the government can be trusted. They believe that you're able to take terrorists from here, give them passport for them to go in London and whatever it is to go blast there. Because Liberia can be used as a transit point for terrorists. If you can take drugs from here and export it to other people's country, some country like that get strong laws, measures in place. Look at the kind of thing. You brave to allow drug to leave your country to go to the poor country. That you will sit out here to catch any one of your officials, and they will not say you're able to give passport to terrorists for them to move from here, say they are Liberian citizens for them to go do terrible things in the poor country. You think the people will trust you? The people will not trust you, people. That the problem our country is faced with now. Bwaka is deeply worried. He says, if Bwaka come here, address the nation, or what they call here and there, you think the people will take the country, let the people just catch any official or government in there. At the time you will know how they will take this thing. Because Bwaka will be forced to take action. So whichever action he takes, it doesn't matter. Out there, the people know what you are capable of doing. They already know what you are capable of doing. They know that the person who is caught is just the person they caught in it. And why about other people who are doing it, but they are not caught? So they just suspect everybody, government official. Why? In fact, when Bwaka traveling nowadays, said they will be checking a plane and thing for cocaine. The Ghana in jail went today, said, Mahama, I'm very careful with here, people. That is it. That is what you have made us to be. Most of you in Liberia here, the moment they see, they say official, they start suspecting you of being carrier of cocaine and other things. You see why you reduce yourself? This is how they look at you. Is it not fair if they look at us like that as Liberians? So that Liberia now coming to be on the list of countries that are capable of transporting drugs to other countries that we don't want on the list now. Because our capability lies in our officials. Because once the officials, because let me tell you a lot of leverage you get. Under the Geneva Conventions and so forth here and there, when it comes to diplomatic circles and things, you don't inspect VIPs. You don't inspect their luggages and other things. You don't inspect it because they believe that, oh gosh, you damage this country, man. You damage this country. You damage the country. You don't inspect them. When Nigeria, similarly, when Nigeria, there was issues and people didn't know, oh, the president had come because the president private jet landed somewhere. So the lady didn't know. She said, oh, who's they? What they didn't want to. She said, no, you don't have to touch it. The other guy came straight from the other side. The guy said, this is a VIP luggage. You don't touch it. So look at Liberia VIP there who carry VIP passport. Diplomatic passport. Look at what diplomatic passport carriers then, whose luggages and things that they sort of inspect that cocaine now will be inside it now. So you see how you reduce all to nothing. That what if the people get to know that any official is caught up in it? Forget it. We have finished. That just pray. They shouldn't catch any official inside. It should be private people that are doing it. To the extent that a cargo handling company that here, the thing is a serious cartel, that a cargo handling company that here, GLS now, whatever, If they are caught in facilitating and they have any of their agents associated with it, forget it. Our cargo then going across the world, they will just condemn everything and say, even the cargo handling company that are down there, we don't trust them. They can process drug and whatever it is, it can leave the country. You see what is happening to our country now? You're getting an easy thing. You take everything to be politics, eh? Also, you just take everything to be politics. Oh, people that are politics, they get that politics, AB, the whole day that politics. It's not politics. It's not politics. This is reality. This is reality. And I will tell you people the truth. For me, I don't get time for you. You see how the disgrace has come to the country when the man of God was talking about Joseph Boga government will be disgraced. He will be disgraced. He will bother with disgrace. That the real disgrace they are now. You still now liked something. I told you today they were locked up from in the morning. They sending for food for them. They told them none of them will leave to go buy food. Also, the people will send for food for them. They will eat inside there. The investigation commenced today. Because Great Britain are joking with it. Because they listened to the president's speech, they didn't see anything inside. How the president lying, how he had dispatched people, they knew the man lying. So the British people said, no, it's not time. Right after the president's speech last night, that when the embassy officials started placing calls to them, you are needed at this place at 8 o'clock in the morning, 7 o'clock, you people should be there. We want to ask some questions about what's happening here and there. That the people said during their investigation, then Boga can talk about we dispatch people for them to go. What kind of dispatch people? Dispatch people where? Boga did not dispatch anybody. Nobody went anywhere. Nobody. And because he was lying last night in that statement and so forth, the people now decided to take siege of it. They say, we are now coming in. You should come. All of you should come. That's how they were holding them today. It's too embarrassing. Very, very embarrassing. Who knows? Because the way they handle it. But they want, even up to now, I'm telling you, no arrests have been made. They shouldn't lie to you, say, oh, we are taking our time to investigate. We're not announcing it. That's also lies. We already know the concerner. We already know the concernee. We already know all the shipping going on. We know everything already. Why is it you haven't announced to what you have made arrests in those areas? All those people who are of concern, they have fled the country already. So that maybe some of us can help you to look for them. Because maybe there's somewhere in the country here. Right? Yeah, it's possible. It is possible. Sorry. It is possible. That the thing you pour in, and we are inside here now. And your thing, we're not in it. Oh, when we're talking to your thing, we hate Joseph Boga so much. No. I told you people, and I will continue to say this government is operating on a curse. It's bad for us. It's not one of those things where they say, oh, the people want to bring the drug in the country to come. What they call it? No. Where it will stop here. Because when you say they're bringing a drug in the country, that means that in Liberia it will stop. Right? When they say they're bringing a drug in the country, then that means that in Liberia it will stop. So other countries not concerned. America not concerned. UK not concerned or whatever. All they are concerned about is maybe if the drug is very huge or so forth. Yeah, their concern will be, why would people be trafficking drug in this country here and there? Because they are Liberians who can leave from here and go to America. They believe that they got to protect Liberia to protect their interests, right? But for us to reach to a level now where we are taking it from here and carrying it to other countries now. Liberia is not strong in any export. Everything in this country here, we are importers. It is an import-based state. We are not exporters. That's why you see every other thing, even the rubber that they take from here, they carry, they bring it, we got to import it again. Our own chicken here said they got to carry, they bring it back to oil again. Every other thing, we are importers. That drug, Joseph Boga made now, we are exporter now. That drug. So we are exporter in drugs. You see it? We talk these things, you'll say now, oh, even now, yeah, let the country, oh, they are more on the paper, oh, they the days that year, there, blah, 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 all the kind of thing. It's not necessary. It's not necessary. I've tried my best to alert you people about what's really happening in this country. And none of you willing to listen. You will look at it, you will see it differently, and we'll keep talking. We'll keep talking. You see what you have done to this country now? That the drug issue, that the image of the country you have damaged. Whole day your son on a 6 year. So we had just damaged the image of the country. They spoil the country image. International people not doing any business with Liberia again. Today, what is the image of the country now? I just explained to you why it means. What is the image of the country now? Liberian people, your assholes now. They cannot image here. Where we are exporting drugs to not just ordinary country. It's not just maybe Nigeria here or Ghana here, whatever we're sending it to. We say we're sending it straight from Liberia to the UK. Can you imagine that? The sophisticated country that the place will say we won't put drugs into the post system. We want to supply drugs into the people's system. And we are being used, Liberia, supplying drugs into the people's system. Our Nina's poor. So what's your issue? You know, this country is an interesting country. And for some of us, we told you that we have no personal issue against Joseph Boakai and his team. All we want them to do for them to govern. Everything you see us do here is for them to just govern. It's not that we have personal issues with them. No. You see Sonan sitting on the show, I bring my labor, Newton took by him and said, do the show together, or blah, blah. It is because I want for him to understand some things. We all work together to build each other up. Sometimes some of the criticisms are not meant to break you down. No, it's to strengthen you. And that's the fact. Liberia is now a drug export country. And that is bad. And sometimes you ask yourself the question, why? By the way, with God, all things are possible. And we are getting there. We are getting there. We got Newton, let him come, what they call? Want to make some adjustments and let Newton come in here. Right here.
So, folks, it's great joining you, and the teacher will be back in few minutes. Yes, teacher Lai will be back in few minutes. So, but let's proceed because we already have you online, and we can't keep you there. We can't keep holding you. But the teacher will join us in few minutes. So, all of us are already, we are all saying the same thing. The thing about, the drug issue, the issue about drug in the country. And the government is trying to shield some of those people who are involved with the drug issue. So that's one of the key issues right now. So now Liberians are demanding, answers to their many questions. And some of the questions they are asking is that, how did the drug enter the country? What happened to our borders, our different borders? What is the security doing? What are they doing? Even the port, the airport, right? The Liberia Airport Authority and too many things. I think you've been following the issue about the circuit court in Maghibie County trying to subpoena the airport authority and all other, and institution associated with the drug issue to provide, relevant information in relation to that. And we've been getting some information like Teacher Light was, throwing light on that, there are some international investigators who are also in the country as part of the investigation, because we heard that the drug was leaving from Liberia to the United Kingdom. So international investigators are in the country currently as we speak. Now, they want to ascertain, they want to get an in-depth understanding as to how it happened. So some of the questions that we needed a few days ago, the Minister of Justice, Oswald Tuer, was at the House of Representatives, and he said they are still investigating, so they need some time. So this is a very serious issue, folks, a very serious issue in the country, very serious issue. From the look of things, what we have observed is that just what we said, the government is just trying to just hide, just shield. The government is trying to shield some personalities because we've been following some drug issues, right? Because when it happens, the government will deal with it swiftly. The government will come out swiftly. The government will deal with the issue very swiftly. But why are they dragging? Why are they taking time to come up with names when they have already told us that they have 6 suspects? What are the names of those suspects? What are the names of the suspects? And they can't tell us. Nothing they are telling us. Nothing they are telling us. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. So the only thing Joseph Boakai told us yesterday in his pre-recorded speech was that, they are doing everything. They will make sure they will bring the book, the perpetrators, all the kind of stuff. All those kind of things. All those kind of. So these are things. These are things that are happening in the country. So Liberians, we just need to, we need to stand together. We need to stand together because the same thing. Some of those things that were said during the 2023 election, that they said, George Weah were doing this, George Weah were doing that. In fact, it works. It works. Yeah, it works. Very works. And Liberians are not seeing it. They are seeing it. And now they are regretting. But it's late. So that's why 2029 election I would serve as a litmus test. Because if you are to make decisions, 2029, you must understand that those decisions that you will make 2029 will affect you for the next 6 years. So we're going about 3 years. Then imagine another 6 years adding. Time is not waiting for us. Absolutely not. So we all need to fight this madness, this nightmare. We all need to stand together for our country. One person cannot do it. It requires all of us. Your effort, my effort, we can all do it together. We can all do it together, collectively. Collectively, we can all do it together. They were all there saying all kinds of things. Kush, this. And in fact, in the history of our country, this is the first government in the history of our country that is now, exporting drugs to other country. Exporting hardcore. We're not talking about kush, marijuana, but you're talking about cocaine. So imagine to other country. But they were there, they were criticizing George Weah like this, George Weah like that. And nothing, no difference they have made. No difference. They have not made any difference. No difference. So we need to keep, Teacher Lai will always say, we need to keep fighting. We need to keep praying for our country. And so the prophet didn't lie, that the government is confused and the government has lost direction. The government has no direction. Because when somebody is confused, you know what happens? You have no way out. No way out you have because of the confusion. This is what happening to the Boubacar Kounde administration. Everywhere they go, there's a problem because the government occurs. Everywhere they travel, no dividend. Nothing, absolutely nothing they get from there. They go, they come back. So the next thing that they want to do now, they want to do drug business. That's what they want to do. Because the government is strangulated right now. Nothing coming out of the country, and nothing, absolutely nothing. So the next thing, that's why they are taking long time, because they want to come up with lies. So they want to put the lies together to come and tell the Liberian people, this is it. But the fight, the truth is there. The fight is glaring. The fight is glaring. Everybody's already aware. So what did the president say this? What did the president say? Listen to what the president said as part of his speech yesterday, that, why it is true. He said that Liberia is open for business, but it's not drug business. Liberia is not open for, drug trafficking and all those kind of stuff. So what kind of business? What's the business we're seeing? That's it. So nobody, Mark.
Yeah, so I think you are 100% right, especially that's what I was talking about, Newton. I was just telling somebody, and before even coming on today, I said Joseph Boakai has damaged the image of this country. And you and myself, were we to travel from here to London or the UK or whatever it is, they will now suspect us of being drug traffickers. That's one thing they will know us for, and it's too bad. And for Liberia to graduate from just small drug importing country to drug exporting country, because when you are exporting now, meaning you have the capacity to influence other people market by your goods, your properties, or whatever it is that you have. So this is where we are now. So we are exporters. This is how they look at us. And I'm saying, were it to be established that any government official is linked to this, or the president's sons, they are in any way linked to this, it's too terrible that people will see us as traffic. In fact, that's when it will be clear, because ordinary people don't do those things, especially we don't have the kind of capacity or the private sector here to make that to work. No, we don't have the kind of private sector to have private business people to be involved in kind of thing easily. So if it is government people that are doing it, let me put it that way simply so that we can understand it. If it is government people that are doing it, don't hear or hear for nothing. If it is government people that are doing it, don't hear or hear for nothing. So just know what we are talking. Just know exactly what we are talking. If it is government people that are doing it, then of course it's terrible. We'll have a mighty long way to clear our names up. How did it happen? In what way did this government official get linked to this? If it is people that are there, people that need calling, if it is the speaker who is involved or whatever it is, if it is the RD, it shouldn't be any of the security sector people involved in this. Forget it. It will be too terrible. So let's just hope and pray. Let's just hope and pray, because the image of Liberia out there is we are exporting hardcore narcotic drug. Cocaine, that's something that would do during those days when we were going to say cocaine. That grass, the thing that be chasing people for a year, that Biaze. That thing you're called with Bobby, I don't know, Boggy Roy. That Biaze. We call that Biaze in Basel. Yeah, we call it Biaze. You know what they call Biaze? Biaze are opium. And in parallel area there, they could plant Biaze there. You see people cocaine, they eat it for medicinal purposes. That's what you see. But then when we talk about that white something that is produced already, you just inhale it. Hey, forget it. You are finished. Now, real cocaine we're discussing. Cocaine, that's what we're discussing. Hardcore drug that indeed is brought here, either it is packaged here or manufactured here. In fact, I don't think we are remanufactured level here. What we are doing is buying it and bringing it here so that Liberia will be selling it to other countries. That's how we do it now. We'll be exporting.
So that's the business. Yeah. That's the business now.
Buy it, bring it, package, and sell.
So when we sell, they will sell for
So when we buy it, but Liberia must spend some money to Mexico to buy it now. Then we will kind of package it here, because
For drug to leave from Mexico, for consignment to leave from Mexico straight to UK is not possible because the high rate of drug-related issues. So Liberia is a clean country now. So we don't want to put ourselves and say we'll get involved in it here. They're doing a good business. So we will buy it from Mexico, then we'll bring it here. Then we will now send it to London, we'll send it to UK, we'll be sending it now. That means we'll be selling. And we are selling now, we are on here so now. Yeah.
Seriously.
So you see how it's going to work, Newton? Because the fact of the matter is, we are in this country and we ask ourselves question, how did we get here in the first place? How did we get here? How did we reach at a point of saying that we look at, you know why the UK was very serious? You know, every country that carry out these kind of things, they give you the benefit of the doubt for you to carry on your own investigation so that there is no interference. Because they trust your own investigative strategy and mechanisms you will put in place. They want to respect your sovereignty. That's why you saw, even under we administration, when the Americans got a tip off about 100 million drugs, they tipped the Liberian government to seize of it, arrested it, announced it. They and the American counterparts worked together to flush that whole thing out. Clear. So the Americans were clear that Liberia flushed out that whole thing clearly. In this case, the arrests were made. The Americans get to them and say, congratulations, you did well. You exposed it. They were flying around with it. They forget to know that there is an investigation component for which the Americans have not thanked them. And for the Americans to get involved by themselves because the UK is concerned. Since that thing happened, what we are hearing, the president just spoke. He said until line, a delegation going here and there, that how can you saw the American investigators summon them last night? And this morning, they have been locked up at the Liberia National Police Headquarters. I don't know whether they have even gone home now. But I think they have suspended the day. They will be able to come back tomorrow to resume this investigation because the people want to hear what is going on because the UK is concerned. Now, the UK in a diplomatic circle cannot jump over America and then just come here and do their own investigation through their embassy. They will not work. They believe that their allies, America, is the one that controls Liberia. So they will use American investigation, which they trust, and then they will furnish them with whatever it is because the Ali man is in London. Now, this person here who's sending it there will have to help them to know where Ali is, what are the contacts of Ali, how does it work with Ali, so that they can track Ali, because Ali getting the cocaine there. They want to know. The UK people, they didn't know that there was any Ali in their country that could get cocaine or whatever. In fact, they didn't know that cocaine being entering their country. So through this means, they are now concerned. So that how you saw the Americans call all the joint security members, they called them, they locked them all today, and how they be at the police. But I'm hearing that Gregory is not in country. And if Gregory is not in country, then that is concerning because he's the police RG, and the president has said that all security agencies heads will be, there. And if you are not in that meeting today, then something is concerning. And why the meeting will be taken to the police headquarters? If people take investigation to your house, my brother, something is wrong somewhere. Yeah, if they take investigation to your house, your area, they want to know something from you. What is it, So that to the police, they don't go to LDA office. They don't go to the Justice Ministry, where the joint security is hosted by the Justice Minister. No. They didn't go there. Went straight to the police. And this whole thing is involving drug, the LDA. So they are going to the LDA, understandable, or to the police. And I'm understanding the body language of people from the Liberia National Police Headquarters was not too good today. I don't know what is it, but it's not too good today. It was not too good today. Yeah.
And that's a tip off. Not been too good today. Tip off. But to your life, like you said, and why did you go at the LP headquarters? Right? Why did you go there when it's supposed to either go at the Ministry of Justice or the Liberia Drug Enforcement Agency headquarters? Because they are charged with that responsibility to handle the issue about drugs in the country. The Liberia Drug Enforcement Agency, but leave it there, and it raises serious problems, serious concern.
And where we are even hearing that the LDA boss want to resign. So in some publications as well, that the LDA boss is going to resign because he doesn't want to compromise. Remember, who want to compromise anything? Anybody who needs come up. But anybody who needs come up, the UK people will put you on blacklist. The American people will put you on blacklist. Anybody who compromise the thing again, anybody who name pops up in this thing, they will put you on blacklist. Any Anybody who is linked to this thing, they will put you on blacklist. Already, generally, Liberia by itself, the government by itself is on blacklist of facilitating criminal activities and, of course, fueling other countries with drugs and whatever it is. That how they will look at the Liberian government. That they have, that's what it is. So the president now, he won't wait him for inside.
And remember, I think very big joke on that issue about narco terrorism.
Oh, that one, they don't joke with it.
The issue about narco terrorism, they don't joke with it. They don't joke. You saw what I did with Mexico?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. They don't. Oh, my brother, I said that they play the one for Liberia now. The UK people concerned. They want for Liberia on that list, but they concerned. They say the American government should do its investigation. And if it is true that indeed now private people, but a government official involved in that, Liberia already there. Let's get to the line.
So let's get to the line and pick your calls this evening. 0772239933 0777980375 0886304497. Let's go to the phone lines. Good evening.
Yeah, AB.
Go ahead and say
Hello.
good evening. What's your name?
Hello.
Hello.
My name is AB. I come from second president.
Go ahead. Let's hear you quickly. 1 minute.
My brother, I always tell people, Yoga is not a mental. Yoga is just human being bad. Just human being flesh, but Yoga is all things. God thinks the ball that will play evil, he will go against you. How happened to the people today? We don't know where the president will go today because I don't know whether Honey is said to go to the poor country and pay them. Why are you going to the poor country and pay them? Then let's do this good after not going to the poor country and pay them. You're not a people and I said anybody. I mean, people will talk. I tell them, I said, Joga is somebody. So maybe they already that was coming to money.
Okay.
Thank
you so much. So it is confirmed that the police RG left the country on Brussels yesterday evening, knowing that the embassy deputy chief investigator was going to be going at the Liberia National Police headquarters to conduct an investigation. When the president has said, so Gregory left the country yesterday on Brussels Airline.
Wow.
Something is wrong somewhere, but we will watch out. Let's continue on the course. Yeah. They say he's not in country anyway.
Hello.
Hi, buddy.
Great. What's your name?
My name is Ishmael Kamal calling from Manjiri.
Yeah, Ishmael, go ahead. Let's hear you.
Thank you. Hey, AB, God will bless you. These people then lie on person. We are need to say push. God will punish them. And all of them that need to let them go inside this. They will not make ticket for be granted. Who will destroy them and they will suffer. God bless you.
All right. Thank you. Let's go to the women's line. Hello.
Yeah, go on. We're listening.
Hello. Hello, are you there? Hello. Oh, we're not getting you. We can continue with you because we're not getting you. Hello.
Hear me?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
We're listening.
Yeah, this is Oscar Zigwe calling from Gompasser and Lima County.
Go on, Zigwe.
If it a passport day for the government who said the legislature on the phone for the past 6 years, the CDC government was only there to pick. How we as country with a lot of security, how we enter the country and so is taking the drug to the airport to sell the drugs to another country, then the government of the country say the right way. It's bad for us. So there has to be a investigation, let the Liberian people know who brought drugs in the country and who was exporting the drugs. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Let's go to the women's line. Good evening. Good evening.
Go ahead, we're listening.
Go ahead.
as an insider from the president ever, insider, one of the AD camp. The one made July was sick because his son in front inside it. That one made pressure more high. They want to run away, but they not run away. I want true story I'm telling you today. The man was telling you what was spinning. Say, Papa, you are here for anything. Don't let it people know. Say, I just tell you, don't tell anybody. If people knows about it, call you see so it's very slow, but he show. Call you see so it's very slow, but he show. They been playing evil thing and kissing the thing before. And what the prophet said, that ain't coming alive so. They say that the man will play fun. They say that the one of the dumb Joria. Or make them, they be disgraced. That they actually don't have to resign because he knows the story of that job. My child knows about the job. I pray that the American and the British should stay with it and make sure you rest and put in jail. Thank you, baby.
All right, thank you. Good evening. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening. What's your name?
Yeah, I'm Otella. I call from Grand Bassa of the Piano City.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Otella.
Okay, so my concern here has to do with the issue of this drugs. It's paralyzing our young people, and I think the government should take siege of it and do the honorable thing to see to it that our international image do not be spoiled. What I foresee, I know a lot of people in the sector are considering the situation that occurred in Venezuela with Nicolas. So if we can see our people around, I'm worried about the same scenario in Venezuela because the Americans are taking siege and for any good reason they want to lose. So big boss may not be here considering the scenario in Venezuela with Japan. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much. Hello. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Go ahead, we're listening.
Yeah, but
Please go ahead, we're listening. Okay. Go ahead.
okay. Yeah, thank you. But this is Vanny Kadi, 1 million. We are sharing follow of Keban Gosling William. But Ibi, thank you for your topic. But Ibi, the investigation for me, the people that will put it under the carpet, nothing will come from out of it because the government, the thing yes bad and said that.
Brother, I just told you, when you're listening, you know, Kelly, you listen. When I told you, it's not the people. I told you that the international people are now involved in it. They were sleeping under the carpet. You listening to yourself. How the people came in? You want to know how they came in? You know why they came in? Then you said that they were sweeping carpet?
Yeah, but if this is it. The international community has come in. Thank God, but this is the disgrace that the fishermen were talking about, and that they are on the disgrace that they are before dinner. So thank you.
All right.
That's it. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Hello. Good evening. Hello.
Yeah, good evening, Nathan.
Yes, good evening. What's your name?
Peter Bar calling for justice. They concern la for justice.
Go ahead.
Nathan, they will not go on carpet as I say. They will not go on carpet. The investigation, they burn capital building. They go on carpet. They run. I didn't want to burn capital building. They go on carpet, but they drugs that they use. They come to power the law of President Wiani. Men of God, they control brandness. Ali crying, they join them, they call themselves God people. They join the people, they lie on innocent child. When God made to bring the people to change their people life, they lie on him. And when I go on carpet, every day and then we need that we pray that whosoever that makes us we are. I tell our person we are coming here to the rectify the people. Some will expose everyone on the employer and cancel as a content, they will be disgraced. They disgrace. Okay, cancel there. You see, when you see Gregor, you see the Mandela Copa, all the deaths, they will be disgraced. And not President, we are do battle of people and do battle of Joseph Boca. When die, he came to hospital. Tell it, where you come with a fee. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Hello.
Hello.
Good evening. What's your
Good evening. Good evening, Messiah. Yes.
Hello?
2 lines you
Yeah. Good evening. Come on.
CDC Pravi.
Yeah, 2 lines.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Let's hear you.
Always, I can say, let God bless you for you to be giving you information. Now, so they are coming see that in darkness. Nothing going on, anything going on, we can't hear anything. Always, I can tell these people, they are kleptomania. They lie, they lie on their own self. They take their own people, they steal, they stealing up for their own pocket. Our beauty people call kleptomania. They suffer for it. The whole world being made now, all the way to the government. So, they are God beating us all. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you, CDC Pravi. Thank you so much for your contribution. Let's go back to the women's line. I think somebody is right here. Good evening.
Hello.
Good evening. I'm Bessie. Go ahead. Let's hear you.
Yeah, I think take it tonight. You're open I want to walk on it. When I get the money that you go to the hospital today, you can't go to the hospital, go see about it. When I get there, you're open the road will get behind you. They will bring the person, bring the toilet person, and take it back to the person. And I want to be done. Not more help it off. This is the street that way. You are the one government I mean is so who will fire everyone will be there. You don't give a lot of work, give up. But it's okay. You will tell the yes, I will take it all, don't take it. You will come back. They tell about that, you will come back. Wait for him. Thank you. I beg you, Ole. I won't say. You have to get well. For it now where they can't get every morning. But I say, why I say AB can't talk. So you're trying for it now where. What you go community. The video. But they can't hear AB. What be with y'all? That is not why they can listen to AB. You're thanking the AB.
All right. Thank you so much. Hello. Hello.
Hello, how you doing?
Good evening. What's your name?
Good evening.
What's your name?
I'm Siliki Command, commonly known as Liver Siliki. I'm calling it a Siliki called Super Play. It's your phone.
Go ahead. Let's hear you.
You see, every gossip, those related party guys. So let me tell you, it's just a crazy something. If you can imagine grass, I'm a 55 years old man. I was 2 years and still smoke grass until each and everything I left it. I feel no in my body. Not let it go. All my children are born. I was still smoking grass. I didn't let it because of 2 times. For AB, those are never guys. Even up with that news hip hop, we tell you I say we lying. Even I put my Facebook page, every time I go to see you say I'm lying. AB, those guys that kill because they reach themselves. If I tell you today now, Jeremiah put so both who call so that you can't. All the ones you have get up, you read today, but they have people taking a money from them. They all be shown up for not seeing it. Maybe that God cancels me. The pastor said it before the post they start calling. What they want happy today. The pastor said when you told the people say you will lie, you said their own thing. People it's only they are very keen. Even everyone go. Who says that you pay the money? I'll go for that paper. That's no winners in this country. So we're talking not you.
All right. Thank you, Nima Siliki. Thank you so much. Hello.
Thank you. Victor, how are you?
I'm okay. Edmond.
Everything will leave me to the one that light. This is Edmond Carr and I have a lot of concern as well for justice of friends. If you don't intend to push for the return of us where we are, I'm happy that our partners are listening to us and jump into this fight. Because there's a need that we get the right information. We told the justice minister yesterday that he shot himself in the leg.
Because all the information that he gave over there yesterday, it was not good for the nation. Because the one who is in charge of the institution, the DA, her press conference is saying people are in their custody. Just the minister appeared, he said, no, there is no arrest. We don't have nobody in our custody. The one that you are parading on Facebook, I see whether you say living or not, you say you cannot confirm whether that person is living. What are we talking about? This is a complete confusion that the men of God talk about. But thanks be to God that the beings are not in it. The Joe Biden is running away. Because what kind of meeting? Are we having any ECOWAS meeting or anything taking place in Ghana? No. Nothing is taking place there. But he running away from the pressure, from the tension that he created for himself. After one week, the international community gave you guys the opportunity so that you could be able to do the needful. But say you fail to do the needful, they're going to tell you, say, hey, you sit down here, tear up. What happened? What went wrong? And this is a blow to the government, although all will feel the pinch, because when the country image is being up there, and people are being checkmate when you are traveling, ain't going to be on all of us, but they are going to take the good of God. This is the doing of God. This is what God can do. You don't understand God. The United Party people need to understand now that you don't just catch Joshua. You did this throughout the 6 years. You were the importer of drugs into this country, but you used President Weah, you used his phone that we bought there to smoke weed to take in drugs. Here we are now, the rescue government is now exporting drugs to other countries around the world. What do you have to say to the Liberian people? You have to pay for your action. The wickedness that you perpetrated against the CDC government and the Liberian people through all the 6 years, you are paying for your wicked action and you are going to pay. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Edmond. Thank you. Thank you. Edmond, make it fun.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, anyway.
Yeah, hello.
What's your name?
This is Joanna from Tombo Village.
All right, go ahead. Let's hear you.
Yes, so I'm one of the silent listeners of this station here.
Okay.
Yeah, but the one you talk, this one is not good for politics. We just need to pray in the country because that our reputation really spoiling and it will bring problems to us.
You're right.
We need to pray about it because it's not easy, not even about politics.
You're right.
But we all got to gather together to pray about it, pray for the nation.
You're right.
Because what happening now is like, I don't even know.
You're right. You're right, Mama.
Yes. So.
Yeah, you're right. Okay. We'll pray. Yeah.
Hello. 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 So we can continue with that person. We gotta go to the next line. Hello.
Yes. Hello.
Yeah, what's your name?
Yeah. This is Mandela calling from the Oro.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah. Yes. You know, the last time almost 2 weeks when the men of God, when these people cross the men of God. You know, when it comes to God business, people that representing God with him. For these people here, they don't know about God business. Men of God are representing God. These people they take it to be politics. But on social media, costing is that abusing is fucking the men of God. It is a good 2 weeks, it's a disgrace. A disgrace that came onto this government. You don't play with men of God. Adjustment started to them. It's not small thing. So, hey, don't think here.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so
Thanks,
much.
Mama.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
Yeah, Luton. Andy Mason. Hello, leader. How you doing?
I'm Man City.
General.
I'm Man City.
Thank you.
General.
Thank you. We fall inside Lamete. We fall inside my son. Open the people all inside to do it.
Oh, you buy you not traveling anywhere. So what did you fall in? You went London.
But my son, I will elaborate now. Don't just that happy that I want you in a point, my child. Then everywhere for 2 years, they say I will do everything. I will clean that period. I will do that period and love you. What's going on, Walker? See what's happening now? The people is confused when they say they were putting them all over the place. They're confused. They come and say confused. Oh, then they are liars. The next of God, he said the whole world is confused. It's very capital. And it's so they only. They say for us to kill. He forget this song. He forget what he say. He forget. They just enter, but he say they for us to kill. Can you imagine the next story? He can forget. He can forget. Our country, he can say. If you will eat that for this year, we'll talk about in that situation. People are pouring the thing. Some people are going to clean the country. We have a big job. You are holding for all the place. Musa saw is easy. Our training community is EJ. What's smoking one opium? They are EJ. But the folks begin to our parents are concerned, my son. Our parents concerned who bring their jobs in their country. Then you tell people to go in stature, to go for permanent duty, and who bring their job. You guys just say, Minister, what kind of trouble is that? They met telling us that the people that they said they met down or that, they don't know. Can you imagine? You bring nothing, someone for $1 million, you say it's passing to la caste purpose. Oh, fighting you say you fighting Jordan. That the cabinet minister of the ever, they are here in the Jordan and stop it. Because you want to find it. The very old man was our company and like president. It's a president man to last week out. As I hear the say, he won't be that. They will come up for the weekend, they just go on the carpet. That's what happened to it. But tell what the person by going to America, when you get your diploma, or they will strictly you. The face of something like this. So the best is for people. They forget it all slowly. We are company, no food, then they forget jobs to get our children. All
right, Man City, thank you. Hello.
Go ahead, we're listening. Yeah, we are listening.
Hi, boss. I want to do, sir.
What do you?
Come again?
They may call you. Hey,
Yeah.
No more, you'll give it to you. Don't worry.
All right, sir.
Yeah.
Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening. What's your name?
This is Ruby Channels, and I talk for my resident.
Yeah, Ruby, let's hear for you.
I really appreciate you. I've been left and following your program throughout and gone back. Let me say this. One of the dangerous areas now for smuggling is the Somba border that cross to Gideon. That place, it is now clear that it is owned by those people. Before entering that place, of course, it's not just easy thing. So it's just easy. Those are not all people. As soon as they get their little money, they go to the poor people, to one side or other side, they will easily enter here. But you see, AB, I sometimes keep your wording, those statements that you made. It is, you see, the one man of God you played his verse, everything that Nigeria the pastor years back, and it is what is repeating. When you all play that particular voice there, they insulted you, they insulted the men of God. What is happening now? And God disgraced God in many forms. It does not mean someone will say outside to respect. But those things, those lies that you made years back, and then God will turn it into the sin, and it will repeat on you. is what is happening to Umebaka. You see, it is what they see that happening. It is very free thing. It's just thing. God is just showing to Liberian people who were bringing drugs when the former regime was in power.
Right.
When Mr. Wade was in power, these are the things they were doing. And those things that they were doing, there's no way other to kill this thing out. God had to expose them in many forms. And that's what, for me, I'm so happy.
Okay.
I'm happy to the fact that those who have been doing this wicked thing, they were singing here.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. So I think we can wrap it up now. Yeah. It's after 10, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. So I want to say thanks to all of you for the time. Like I said, Newton, you see in his life, it's not easy. It's not easy. Things are happening. This government is operating on a curse. And plenty terrible things will happen to them because they are arrogant. They don't have any respect for anybody. They don't have respect for their friends. They just think that they can say anything to anybody, any given point in time. And when it is happening to them, not only them will feel it, only they will feel it, but we too will also feel it. So we ourselves are feeling it as well. And today, you will not believe, I met my Oma as the pair bamboo. She said, "You the cousin?" I said, "Son, I can be listening to you." Yeah, but again, there are people in this country who appreciate what we do, Newton. We shouldn't deviate from it. The only thing we can do or encourage is to say we are profane, but the adjectives are worth it for what's happening. And so we are very grateful. So Joseph Yuma Boakai, they say he's out of the country to go on speaking engagement. We'll follow that up. While Gregory Koma is out of the country and the drug is kept at the police station and not the LDA office or warehouse. Wow. Very strange thing happening. Hey man, Newton. Close the show.
So first, thanks so much for being there. Teacher Lai will be here tomorrow on the Thursday edition of the program Face the Issues. Until then, have a set of pleasant good night. Bye-bye.